morning, everybody. So it's Tuesday morning, and I decided to do some filming. I just got a little pickup here for $5. I got roadkill, only because he told me to pick another one, so it could be 5. Like, all right, that sounds fair. Serious Sam 2, Star Wars Battlefront 2. So pretty good deal for $5. I just got here, so doing a lot more walking around, so I'll show you guys if I find anything else. Morning, everybody. It's Wednesday morning, and as you can see right there, green Xbox. I got the green Xbox and an Xbox 360, and the AV cable for the Xbox 360, and an AV cable for the GameCube, Super Nintendo, and 64 for $35. That was a steal right there. I'll get that back on the Xbox 360. And I got rid of my my other version Halo Xbox 360, so now I got another one. Just got to find the controller and it's good to go. Yeah, you guys can see it's really dark right now, so if I find something else, I'll try to get it on film, but if not, then I'm just gonna wait until daylight. So yeah, see you guys in a bit. So I got another score here. I paid up a little bit for it, but there was people around. So $70. I got that stuff right there. Super Nintendo, 3 Super games, Majora's Mask, 2 Pokemon games, and a Game Boy Advance SP. So I think I did all right. Not too bad. There hasn't been anything else around here, so see if I can fit this stuff in my backpack and keep going. So yeah, there it is right there. You guys can see the gold. That's Majora's Mask, the holographic one. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, so got some more stuff here for $60. I got this stuff, Donkey Kong, that iPod is 80 gigabyte, Pokemon book, there's the Wii Sports, and a Super Nintendo power cable for the Super Nintendo I just got. So pretty good. I had to spend up because, I don't know, the prices are just getting crazy now, but $60 is not bad. You can get that out of the iPod. But yeah, that's probably going to be it for today. Spent more money than I wanted to here. So everything you guys see will be from Sunday. So see you guys then. What's up, everybody? So sorry I haven't been filming. If you guys could only be here, you'd see how insane it gets. But I did really well today. Really well. I got a Super Nintendo bundle and a Nintendo DS Lite. I got that for $50, and I'll show you guys the bundle right now. As you see in the backpack, I'll show you this game. This game is pricey. Bam. That came in that bundle. And then I got some N64 games, a PS2 Slim. This is all happening when it was dark. And there's so much competition here. I mean, it's getting insane. So, if I could just take like a few of you guys with me sometime and show you how crazy it gets, how you got to be like on your toes, you got to be running, you got to be out here. I'm kind of glad today that I didn't bring Matt in. For one, it's super cold. He's with his mother right now, and for two, it's too much going on. I'm about to go check one more guy. He usually has games and see what he has, but I'm stoked for today. I'll show you guys more of what I got in the car, but definitely today was amazing. That King of Dragons was a really expensive game, so I mean, well, it's pretty expensive. It's almost $100, so to me that's pretty expensive. So yeah, I'll see if I can find something else. Show you guys. See you guys in a bit. guys, I just picked up another game. Can you guess what this one is? I got that DS Lite so I can see. $3 on that one. I mean, we'll see. I'm pretty sure it's Pokemon Red. I'm almost 100% sure. So we'll see. Here's the swap meet. This is a different area. I haven't found anything yet, other than that, but I'm sure we'll find something. Yeah, when I come up on something, I'll show you guys. I'm done at the swap meet. Spent way too much money. No, but I just got this right now. It's my last little score, 20 bucks. That stuff right there, so not bad. Dino Crisis, with the Nemesis. Pretty good. Yeah, that's gonna be it. I'll get to the car and show you guys what I got. Guys, all done at the swap meet, and it was a good day. This first score, the Super Nintendo score, this game right here, pretty valuable game, King of Dragons. Got that and a few other good games, and then the Super Nintendo, really clean. The back isn't broken or nothing. So got that, a DS, a bunch of games in here, some 64 games, a PS2. Pretty good day. So I'm gonna get home, get everything together I got from the weekend today, and show you guys what I got. See you in a bit. What's up, everybody? So all done with the swap meet stuff, and it's a pretty good week. I did a little hunting on Tuesday. Obviously on Wednesday I found some pretty good stuff, and then Sunday I got a pretty good heavy hitter, a semi-heavy, a hard to find game at the swap meet. And then I'm filming this pickups portion the day after, on Monday. I did another trade with the guy I've been doing trades with. Pretty epic trade. Just 4 games, but still some good stuff. I'll show you guys those last. So yeah, let's jump into Tuesday. Let's see here. Hold on. Grab that one real quick. Okay, Tuesday. What did I get first? I think I got these first. First, some PS1 games. They were $1 each, so I picked them up. Tomb Raider 2, Railroad Tycoon 2, and Midway presents Arcade's Greatest Hits. So $3 on those. Next, this one was pretty good. I got these for, what did I pay? $5? Yeah, because it was $2 each, so $5 for all 3. Serious Sam 2, disc only. Roadkill, disc only, and then the best one, Star Wars Battlefront 2, disc only. So pretty good ones right there. I actually had already gotten rid of the disc copy, so I just pulled out mine to show it. Just something to show. Okay, next. This one I paid $12 for everything. He just wanted to get rid of it all, but it's not bad. First we got a Platinum GameCube. No games in that one. And then Xbox 360 wired controller. 1080 on the N64. I don't know what this is. He just threw this in. It's a kid's game. Crazy Castle 3. That one's pretty good. Spider-Man Friend or Foe on the PSP. And then this is probably the coolest thing. Final Fantasy, what is this? Final Fantasy 11 online, and it's got the slipcover, the book, and as you can see, it's sealed. So pretty cool. I mean, it's not. This one's not very valuable at all, but still pretty cool to find a sealed PS2 game. $12 for those. this was the last find for Tuesday. Nothing big. I paid $2 on this one. It's missing the manual, but $2 for PK Out of the Shadows on the PS2. So Tuesday was alright. Okay, so Wednesday. Wednesday is my go-to day. First guy I stop at is the guy I usually stop at. He had all I got from him was I had an Xbox 360, but it was an Xbox 360 Slim 4GB, but it didn't work. It didn't turn on, so I got rid of that already. I kept the cable. I got this cable for GameCube, N64, Super Nintendo, and then I kept the cable for the Xbox 360. And then I saw this guy sticking out of a box. So pretty sweet find for the swap meet. Xbox Halo Edition. So pretty cool. It was just the console. Still, good find. I paid $30 for everything. So not a bad deal considering this. Okay. Next, this guy. Just it's Wednesday morning. I'm doing my walking around, and this guy, it was just perfect timing. I walk up right as he's setting this box out. There's only 2 things missing from it that I used to trade for those heavy hitters that I'm going to show you last, but everything else is here. It was a Super Nintendo, pretty clean. There was 2 controllers. And then this sensor bar for the Super Scope. 3 Super Nintendo games. Killer Instinct. X-Men Mutant Apocalypse. And Spider-Man X-Men. Pokemon Crystal. Or not Crystal, Silver. Pokemon Silver. There was the Emerald version manual and poster. And then there was also Pokemon Ruby and a Game Boy Advance SP that I used to trade for that stuff. And then last but not least, Zelda Majora's Mask Collector's Edition. I paid $70 for all that stuff. So, I mean, it's a pretty good deal, I thought. Not too bad. Let's see. I think this was the last thing right here. So this is a vendor that he buys the storage units and just sets the boxes out. So going through it, I found quite a few things. First, we've got Cars for the DS and the Lost World Jurassic Park for the Game Boy. We got Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort. This cool Pokemon X, Pokemon Y book. Action Replay. Just the disc, but I do have the Action Replay. I didn't have the disc, so now it's complete. And then Donkey Kong 64. I paid $20 for everything. So kind of gotta, you kind of gotta pay up a little bit for that guy so that he remembers you and you get more stuff from him, but not a bad deal. That was it for Wednesday. So Wednesday, still pretty good. I paid up on that Super Nintendo, but I can get that out of the Super Nintendo itself with with some games or something. So pretty good. Okay, so Sunday. Let's see. Sunday was pretty good. From the same guy I got the green Xbox from, because he sells it on Sunday too. He didn't have much, but I was able to get something. I got PS2 Slim with the power cable. You find those PS2 Slims, definitely get it with the power cable, because it sucks without it. And then Super Nintendo power cable. That was a good find right there. I paid $18 for that, so that was a really good deal. And then this is the money score right here. This was the good one. I asked these guys
you know, if they had any games, and he said, yeah, I have the Nintendo, you know, with like the box games. And I was thinking, oh, he's got games in the boxes. So I asked him, I was like, oh, okay, so you got a few games in the boxes? He's like, no, not in the boxes. They're like the box shape. And I was like, oh, okay. And he was kind of describing original Nintendo. But when he pulled it out, it was actually Super Nintendo. So Super Nintendo, it came with 2 controllers and all the cables, and then 6 games. And there's one game in here that's just amazing. So first, we've got a Tecmo Super Bowl, Final Fight, Mortal Kombat 3, Street Fighter 2, and then these are the better of the 2 games. We've got Super Smash TV, and then this was the first game that I saw, and I grabbed it immediately and just held on to it because, you know, swap meet, it's hard. You gotta you gotta work for this stuff, and you gotta be kind of sneaky. King of Dragons. It's like an $80 game right now, maybe a little more. Really cool, and it's actually pretty fun. I was playing this game and I got pretty far on it. First time I've ever played it, and it's pretty cool. It's just like a beat 'em up. So really cool game. Obviously, you know, Capcom, they make some of the best beat 'em ups. So yeah, that was that one. I paid $40 for that bundle, and I also got a DS Lite, a pink DS Lite with the charger, and it had Indiana Jones in it from the same people for $10. I traded that DS Lite to the guy for those heavy hitters. Okay, so that was that one. Next, 2 N64 games. Again, this was another one. This guy usually gets games. A lot of times he holds it for certain people, but I'm trying to make a rapport with him, so I paid what he asked right away. F1 Pole Position and Star Wars Shadow of the Empire. I paid $10, but again, you know, that's one of those things where you pay them, you know, what they tell you, so that you start working with them, and then they give you better deals, you get bigger bundles, and so on and so forth. So that's, you just, you know, you got to make relationships at the swap meet. Then this is the last thing that was at the swap meet. This was you guys, you know, probably remember from before. I called it the UFC fight, or, you know, just jokingly around, but it's the thing where they set up a table, you stand around it, and another guy just dumps a bunch of discs, like CDs, like games and movies and stuff like that out, and you just, you know, gotta snatch and grab basically. So this was what I got from that lot. I paid $20. We've got Dino Crisis. It's complete with the demo. Really nice condition. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Final Fantasy 12 Collector's Edition, and it's complete. I had this. I found the case with 1 disc in there. So now it's complete. So I'm definitely going to keep that. Sega Superstars. And then this one, this is Okami, I believe. But this is a Japanese version. Yeah, this is the NTSCJ. So got that. Yeah, it was cool. You know, it was cheap when it was all bundled together. But $20 for that. So that was it for the swap meet stuff. But again, like, really good week. That King of Dragons, that's, you know, that's one of those finds that you just hope to find. You know, really expensive game, and it was just amazing. All right, now let's get on to the really good stuff. So I've been going through the weeks saving up, you know, Mario's and stuff like that, because he really likes the older stuff. And he had already set these games aside for me. He has one more super heavy hitter that he's setting aside for me, and it's going to be probably like one of the last trades that I do with him for a little while. But yeah, I'll show you guys that when I eventually get it. It's probably going to take me, I don't know, it just depends on how good the next few weeks are. But I got these 4 games that he set aside for me. So I traded, the total came out to, because we go price charting value for value, the total on these games came out to $311. So first off, we have Incantation. Pretty hard to find game. Pretty cool. All these games are pretty fun. Next one, I tried to get this one at a game shop, but their price was like crazy out there. So I traded for it. Another obscure, hard-to-find game. This is the sequel to Zombies Ate My Neighbors, Ghoul Patrol. pretty sweet. This game is so amazing. Next, Ogre Battle, The March of the Black Queen. Again, another really hard to find game on the Super Nintendo. And all these games are just climbing up in price, so if you can find them, get them now, you know, before they get crazy. And then last but not least, this will complete my Final Fight collection. So I have all 4 of them now. Final Fight 3. So pretty sweet. I'm pretty stoked to complete the Final Fight collection. I'd love to have them all in the box, but you know, I can't complain. Pretty nice. So definitely happy with that trade. Another pretty epic trade. Again, I'm gonna do, you know, one more with him for sure. You know, if he finds more stuff, he's gonna send it my way. So pretty cool. I'm stoked with that trade. You know, I've got a lot of pretty good heavy hitters now in my collection, so I'm pretty happy with that. So yeah, that is all of it. Pretty good week for swap meets. So the week is gonna start tomorrow. I'm probably gonna go to the swap meet tomorrow. You know, start my week out Tuesday, do Wednesday, and then Sunday, obviously. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully, you know, I get some more heavy hitters. Who knows? I might find, you know, Mega Man X3 or something. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, that is all I got for you guys. So thanks for watching. Thumbs up the video, and I'll see you guys next time.